Audio check. Test. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1 3 2. Good afternoon from Bloomer, Wisconsin. Zaleski Sports presents Western Cloverbelt Softball. Today it's the Fall Creek Crickets, 8-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play against the host Bloomer Blackhawks, who come in with an overall record of 4-3. Blackhawks are 1-0 in Western Cloverbelt play. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined here in Bloomer by producer Gabby Anderson. Important game in Western Cloverbelt play. Each of these teams part of a three-way tie for first place. And it's interesting that the third team that's part of that tie, McDonald Central, the Macs are also playing at this complex because their normal home park, Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, is still feeling the effects of snow, but just a little bit north of Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Here in Bloomer, the snowfall wasn't as significant on Sunday evening, so after yesterday and some sun today, we are good to go here in Bloomer. Fall Creek Crickets, as we mentioned, 8-0 overall. They went down south for a couple of games on March 24th, beat Belmont 2-1, Pecatonica 11-0. Then played a game on Monday, April 3rd at Arcadia, won that one 14-7. They returned home last week, took on Loyal Greenwood in a non-conference matchup, won that one 15-1, then defeated Neilsville 7-4. Then a pair of conference games, both at Fall Creek. Crickets defeated Thorpe 7-0 and Stanley Boyd 4-0 before a win Saturday at home over Blair Taylor 6-5. Bloomer, meanwhile, began their season with a trip down to the Woodside Complex down in Mauston, defeated Cameron on April 1st 32-0, and then followed that up later that day with a 20-3 win over Spooner. Couple cancellations the following week, but last week Blackhawks were busy. Hosted Rice Lake, lost to the Warriors 12-0, then bounced back with a 15-1 conference win over Cadott. And then on Friday, another trip to the Woodside Complex. Lost to Byron, Minnesota 5-3. Defeated Onalaska 7-1. And then on Saturday, lost 13-0 to Escanaba, Michigan. Cricket's batting order will look like this. Kennedy Tum, the third baseman, to lead off. Left fielder Becky Hutchinson to bat second. Kennedy Grulke, the first baseman, will bat third. Shortstop Sophie Johnson will bat fourth. Batting fifth is center fielder Elena Raffensberger. Designated player Lexi Gustafson will bat sixth. 7, 8, 9 will be the right fielder Larissa Johnson, catcher Emma Westrate, and Avery Barca, the second baseman. Jenna Fitch is in the circle today for the Crickets. Blackhawks lineup defensively will look like this. It'll be Lakin Beyer in the circle, Avery Sieg behind the plate. Tyra Zwiefelhofer will play first base, Carly Rada over at second, Rihanna Keller at third. Keta Hilger will play shortstop. And in the outfield, playing left is Isabel Rubenzer, Tori Gentleman in center, Lakin Maidment in right field. Coaches exchanging lineup cards. The captains are out there along with our umpires today. Larry Osman, the veteran, will be behind the plate. We'll take this opportunity to tell you Spectrum Insurance is one of our fine sponsors of these broadcasts. Spectrum Insurance is an independent insurance agency, offering a full range of personal and business insurance services throughout 19 office locations in Wisconsin. We have a team of insurance agents with diverse areas of expertise ready to protect you from the unexpected. Visit SpectrumINSgroup.com. Fleet Farm, the spring yard prep event is going on now at Fleet Farm. Score savings on soil, seed, mulch, and fertilizer as you get ready to bring your yard back to life. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. You can get high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire. Allegra Eau Claire is locally owned and operated and ready to serve you on East Claremont Avenue, just a block east of Memorial High School. Allegra Eau Claire is your one-stop source for design, print, mail, and signs. You can call 715-839-1959 for high-quality printed marketing materials at Allegra Eau Claire. Looking to sell your residential property in the Chippewa Valley? Choose Jack Wall and Assist to Sell and save an average of $5,000. Jack Wall and Assist to Sell have been helping area homeowners sell their homes and save thousands. Call Jack with Assist to Sell, 715-831-6410. That's 715-831-6410 for a free consultation. And if you're looking for a place to feed your family after work, after the game, or this weekend, go to Pizza Del Rey for hot pizza, salad bar, and more. Pizza Del Rey has been feeding Eau Claire since 1976. Find Pizza Del Rey on North Hastings Way in Eau Claire and Facebook today. Have all your landscape needs tailored to you with Grounds Pro Landscape Group. Grounds Pro Landscape Group provides full-service landscape management services to residents and businesses throughout the Chippewa Valley. Lawn care, irrigation, decks, patio, and more made easy for you by Grounds Pro Landscape Group. Find Grounds Pro Landscape Group on Truax Boulevard and Facebook today. Some nice weather today in Bloomer. Game time temperature 53 degrees. It is sunny. Not really seeing any clouds in the sky. This is a field that is oriented toward the north. Looking down the third base line, that is due north. So maybe the fielders on the right side, first and second base, along with the right fielder, may be dealing with some sun issues as this game progresses. Kennedy Tum, Becky Hutchison, Kennedy Grulke, the scheduled hitters for Fall Creek in the top of the first against the right-hander Lakin Byer. These two programs have been playing each other all the way since 1979. Bloomer leads the all-time series, 13 wins and 4 losses. In fact, the last Fall Creek win was all the way back in 2010. It was an 8-3 win in 8 innings. That was a regional matchup between the Blackhawks and Crickets. Kennedy Tum ready to step in against the right-hander Lakin Byer. Fall Creek 8-0 overall, 2-0 in the Western Clover Belt. Bloomer 4-3, 1-0 in the conference. Byer is ready, and here's the first pitch. Delivers a strike to Kennedy Tum. No balls and a strike to Tum. Pitch from Byer just misses. 1-1 is the count. Got a nice crowd here at our game here. We got a number of people in the bleachers. And a few folks got the lawn chairs up behind the outfield fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive up the middle, and there's a base hit for Kennedy Tum, and the Crickets get their leadoff runner on here, top of the first. And that'll bring up left fielder Becky Hutchison. Solid line drive single by Kennedy Tum, doing her job as the leadoff hitter. Now the lefty Hutchinson will step in. First baseman Tyra Zwiefelhofer creeping in, as is the third baseman Rihanna Keller. Runner goes, and she's into second base safely on the stolen base. So Kennedy Tum has made her way to second base. That first pitch was a ball to Becky Hutchison.
I'm ready for an interview if you want to interview me. Good to see you.
And now Brad Saransky, the Fall Creek coach, is having a chat with our base umpire. Looks like everything's resolved, and we'll be back to action here, top of the first. Kennedy Tum, a base hit, a stolen base. She's down in scoring position at second base. It's a 1-0 count to Becky Hutchison. Fakes the bunt. The throw goes to third. It's a strike on Hutchison. It's 1-1. Top of the first. Big game in Western Clover Belt Conference softball. Again showing bunt, but pulling back is Hutchison. 2 balls and a strike now the count. Crickets looking to get something going early. Drops down the bunt, but it rolls foul. Count now 2-2. Brad Saransky, the head coach, calling out a play from third base coach's box. Late swing. Hutchison gets a piece of it. Count remains 2-2. Kennedy Grulke awaits on deck. That one misses just inside. The count is full, 3-2 now to Hutchison. Lakin Byer looking to work out of this early jam here, top of 1. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one gets away. Tom is going to advance to third base on the wild pitch. Hutchison works the walk. And now Kennedy Grulke a chance to knock in a run here. Grulke, multi-sport athlete. Plays on the Eau Claire Area Stars girls hockey team. Was one of their leading scorers this past season. Chance to knock home a run right here. Pitch in the dirt. Tum will score. And the Crickets grab an early 1-0 lead. So a base hit, stolen base, and a couple of wild pitches. Crickets have their first run. Now they have Hutchison at second. Kennedy Grulke batting with a 1-0 count. Corner infielders in. Ground ball to short, fielded by Hilger. Throw across in time. The runner will move up. Hutchison now at third. Grulke retired on the 6-3 putout. One down here, top of the first. Crickets have a run in. They've got the early lead over the Blackhawks. Sophie Johnson, the shortstop, now steps in for Fall Creek. The right-handed batter. Corner infielders still playing in. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it for a strike. Meyer has her sign. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. The catcher, Avery Sieg, able to make the grab for the second out. Nicely done by Sieg. Found the fence, located the ball, and made the catch. Hutchison remains at third. Now it's up to Elena Raffensperger. Raffensperger, the center fielder. Lifts that one foul and out of play. Outfield playing fairly straight away. Left fielder Rubenzer maybe shaded a little bit towards center field. Medium deep all the way around. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here, top of 1. Raffensperger takes that one up high. Count is 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. So Lakin Byer, the pitcher, just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Limiting the damage to just 1 run. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Try to shoot that outside corner, missed wide. Count is 3-2. Swing and a miss. Lakin Byer pitches out of trouble. She does give up the 1 run. So it's 1-0 Crickets as we move to the bottom of the first on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
You know better.
Pull!
when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Welcome back to Bloomer. Blackhawks coming to bat, bottom one, trailing Fall Creek by a score of 1-0. Here's the batting order for Bloomer. Tori Jenneman will lead off and play center field. Carly Rada, second baseman, will bat second. Delaney Zwiefelhofer bats third. She is the designated player. Kenna Hilger, the shortstop, will bat fourth. Lakin Maidment, the right fielder, batting fifth. Isabel Rubenzer, left fielder, batting sixth. Rihanna Keller, the third baseman, batting seventh. Avery Sieg, the catcher, batting eighth. Lakin Byer, the pitcher, will bat ninth for the Blackhawks, facing the right-hander, Jenna Fitch. Emma Weststraight is behind the plate. We'll set the rest of that Crickets lineup in just a moment. Lifted foul. Kennedy Grulke at first, Avery Barca at second, Kennedy Tum at third, Sophie Johnson is the shortstop. Outfield, left to right, Becky Hutchison, Ella Raffensperger, and Larissa Johnson. No balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit ground ball to short. Johnson has it, throw across in time. Will step in the second baseman for the Bloomer Blackhawks. Lifted on the infield. Here comes the second baseman, Barca. She makes the catch. Quickly, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Delaney Zwiefelhofer, the designated player, now the hitter for the Blackhawks. Hits Zwiefelhofer. The Blackhawks have their first base runner. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kenna Hilger. 2 down, bottom of the first. Fall Creek leading Bloomer 1-0, but the Blackhawks over to Johnson to retire the runner. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the second inning. Fall Creek leading Bloomer 1-0 on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season.com.
We move to the bottom of the second inning here in Bloomer. Fall Creek leading 1-0. The Crickets will send up Lexi Gustafson, Larissa Johnson, Emma Weststraight, the scheduled hitters, against the right-hander Lakin Byer. Gustafson batting from the left side. Had a piece of that one. Oh, one pitch from Byer. That one missed just a bit upstairs. It's 1-1. Outfield shaded a bit to the left. High pitch fouled off over the Bloomer dugout, 1-2. Crickets got a run in the top of the first inning on one hit. Stolen base and a couple wild pitches. Here's the 1-2 pitch. 2-2 now the count. This is a game originally scheduled for Fall Creek, but Fall Creek, despite the fact it's only about One down here in the second inning. Lakin Maidment, the right fielder for the Blackhawks, was retired on an infield grounder, second to first. Now Isabel Rubenzer, left fielder, batting for the Blackhawks. They trail 2-0 here, bottom of the second inning to Fall Creek. Lifted to left. Hutchison going over. Long run. Unable to make the grab. Good hustle out there and left by Hutchison. That was a high fly ball off the bat of Rubenzer. That was drifting down into that left field corner. One out here. Bottom of the second. Fitch so far has done a nice job of mixing speeds. Rubenzer got a piece of that one. Got a light breeze here at the ballpark that's blowing in toward the hitters. A high fence all the way around. 1-2 pitch. That one's low. Rubenzer has worked the count even, 2-2. Lined right side and through for a base hit. Isabel Rubenzer. Been for Bloomer, the third baseman. Fitch delivers inside, 1-0. One ball, no strike. Off-speed pitch. Misses low. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Quick throw by Westrate, the catcher. Rubenzer back in time. Keller drives one to right center. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Rubenzer getting the green light at third. Holds up. Here comes the throw, and she is in safely. Now we've got a rundown. Keller trying to advance to third, and she's under the tag. So an RBI double for Rihanna Keller, and she moves to second. That throw came in, and Keller was looking to advance, got in a rundown, but slid in safely at third base. Well, we got a little maintenance work to do on the field. So the Blackhawks on the board. Keller delivering the RBI double. Avery Sieg now stepping in to hit for the Blackhawks. Calling all number crunchers, math nerds, and abacus sliders. Eau Claire Truck and Trailer is looking for a full-time bookkeeper. This position allows you to be in a great work environment with awesome people and top pay. Accounting professionals and bookkeepers. Call Eau Claire Truck and Trailer today, 715-874-6820, or stop in off I-94. Ripped to right center, and that's going to get all the way to the fence. Keller scores. Avery Sieg an RBI double. And just like that, the Blackhawks have tied this game 2-2. Continue telling you about Eau Claire Truck and Trailer. Their office is located just off Interstate 94 at exit 59 in Eau Claire. So we'll have a courtesy runner for the Blackhawks. That'll be number 5, Brooklyn Sarauer. So Sarauer running for the catcher, Sieg. So the Blackhawks, after one reasonably hard hit ball in the first and another one here in the second. All of a sudden it put back-to-back doubles, both to right center field. Now it's Lakin Byer, the pitcher, a chance to help her own cause. Runner at second. Byer takes that one on the corner. 0-1. Byer offered at that one, so she's behind on the count, 0-2. Sarauer, the runner at second. Strike three called. Pitch right on the corner by Jenna Fitch for the second out. Back to the top of the order. And Tori Jenneman, the center fielder. Fitch has her sign. Jenneman swinging at that first pitch. Count is 0-1. Go-ahead run at second base for the Blackhawks. Jenneman takes that one. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 down. Lifted to left and deep. That one's going to get to the fence of Tori Jenneman, and Bloomer has grabbed a 3-2 lead. Now it's Carly Rada, who popped out to second base in the first inning. Grounded right side. Grulke has it, goes to the bag for the out. But the Blackhawks score 3 times. And they take a 3-2 lead. We move to the third inning. Bloomer leading Fall Creek on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip.
What Heartland Farms is dedicated people who have a common vision.
On family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Fall Creek, a run in the first and a run in the second. Bloomer responding with 3 runs, bottom of the second. We move to the third inning here in Bloomer. And the Fall Creek Crickets will send up the top of the order. Kennedy Tum, Becky Hutchison, Kennedy Grulke against the right-hander Lakin Byer. Pitching with the lead for the first time in this game. Tum reached on a single, stole second, and scored on a couple of wild pitches back in the first. Byer misses upstairs. Fall Creek and Bloomer tied with McDonald Central atop the Western Clover Belt standings early in the season, and kind of expect all those teams to be in the mix. But a key conference clash in mid-May. Ed Saransky, the Fall Creek coach, wears a lot of hats over at Fall Creek. He's also principal and athletic director. Former coach at Thorpe, that one misses, it's 3-1. Coached the Cardinals to multiple state tournament appearances in softball, and also a WIAA champion. 3 balls and a strike to Tum. He takes that one inside, and Crickets have the tying run on base with nobody out here in the third inning. Becky Hutchison, who reached on a walk in the first inning, stepping in for the Crickets. Corner infielders are in. Middle infielders playing for the double play. Hutchison offered. She's behind in the count, 0-1. Crickets looking to answer that big inning by Bloomer. in the bottom of the second. Hutchison gets the bunt down. Tough play, and she beats it out. Keller, the third baseman, was way in, but that bunt was just placed perfectly, and Keller had a better shot at it than the catcher Avery Sieg, but it's a bunt single for Becky Hutchison. Kennedy Grulke takes that one for a strike. Big break by Tum at second, but does not draw the throw. Oh, 1 pitch. It's in the dirt. Runners moving up. And they're both in safely. Tum sliding in under the tag. So runners move up. Now you got 2 Crickets in scoring position and one of the better contact hitters in the lineup at the plate. Brad Saransky calling out the play, and Grulke, check her play card, pulls back. Looked like she was going to show bunt and then hack away. Instead takes that one low. It's 2-1. Nobody out here, bottom of the third inning. Now Brad Saransky will take a timeout. Security Health Plan helps individuals and businesses find the right health insurance program for kids, adults, and families. Security Health Plan will also help you navigate Medicare and Medicaid. Self-employed? No problem. Security Health Plan. Promises kept. Plain and simple. 2 balls and a strike to Kennedy Grulke. Runners at second, third, nobody out, top of 3. Grulke pulls back. Now ahead in the count, 3-1. Interesting to see what Bloomer will do here. Decision time for head coach Keith Poyer. Do you put Grulke on and try to take your chances with the cleanup hitter? Lined up the middle, base hit. Tum will score. Hutchison to hold up at third. Grulke advances to second base. So an RBI single for Kennedy Grulke. She advances to second base, and Crickets have tied it 3-3. They've got runners at second and third with nobody out here in their half of the third inning. You can get Culligan water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Keith Boyer out there having a conference with his Bloomer Blackhawks. Kind of figured this would be a close game. You had 2 teams that have certainly shown the ability to score runs. Bloomer in its first 2 games scored a total of 52 runs. Then in their 4th game, put up another 15. Maybe the most impressive win was that 7-1 win over Onalaska, Division II school. Now Sophie Johnson, who fouled out, will step in for the Crickets, looking to give her team the lead. She drops down the bunt. Play at first is in time, but Hutchison comes in to score. It's a sacrifice bunt for Sophie Johnson. And the Crickets have moved into the lead. It's 4-3. Kennedy Grulke now the runner at third. Elena Raffensperger will step in for the Crickets. 0 for 1. Struck out to end the first. Lifted along the infield. Tough play. And a foul ball Both Zwiefelhofer, the first baseman, Rada, the second baseman, getting after that one and dealing with the fence over on that side as well as the sun. 0-1 the count to Raffensperger. Lake and Beyer, the pitcher, trying to work out of another jam. Delivered the fastball inside. It's 1-1. Shows bunt. Hacking up at the plate. Foul ball makes it 1-2. Shows bunt, bouncing ball to the third baseman. Keller has it, throw across in time. The throw home gets away. Kennedy Grulke scores. The Crickets extend their lead. It's now 5-3. Now, base umpire John Sumner is going to chat with home plate umpire Larry Osman. So the runner at first is out. And that'll bring up Lexi Gustafson, designated player. Struck out to lead off the second for Fall Creek. The Crickets, 3 runs across here in their half of the third. They now lead at 5-3. Gustafson takes a strike from the right-hander Lakin Beyer, who's been around the plate pretty much all game. Lakin Beyer, just a freshman, but she's got the full arsenal of pitches, and this looks like she is in control out there. I think it's a player the Blackhawks are going to be glad to have on the roster for the next couple of years. Swing and a miss by Gustafson. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 3 across this inning for the Crickets. One hopper to Keller. Throw across in time. But the Crickets score 3 times, and they now lead this one 5-3. Bloomer coming to bat, bottom 3, when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bloomer coming to bat, bottom 3, and trailing Fall Creek by a score of 5-3. You're watching Western Cloverbelt softball on Zaleski Sports. Had to make a number of adjustments in this week's schedule, but glad to be here in Bloomer, and certainly happy that the sun is shining and we're playing ball. Scheduled hitters in this third inning: Delaney Zwiefelhofer, Kenna Hilger, and Lakin Maidment against the right-hander Jenna Fitch, who once again is pitching with the lead. Worked a scoreless first, but gave up 4 hits last inning as the Blackhawks took a 3-2 lead. But the Crickets picked up their right-handed pitcher and again pitching with the lead. Off-speed pitch, Zwiefelhofer over the top of that one. Grounded off the glove of Fitch, picked up by the third baseman, throw across. Good play by Kennedy Tum over there at third, but not in time to get Zwiefelhofer. We'll call it an infield hit. And the Blackhawks will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Kenna Hilger. Jenna Fitch, the senior pitcher for the Crickets. Looking for a ground ball or a strikeout here. Hilger, the shortstop and cleanup hitter for the Blackhawks. She offered that time and missed and took that one right in the midsection. She'll look to shake that one off. No balls and a strike. Grounded to short. Johnson, the flip to second for one. That's all they'll get. So the lead runner is retired. Hilger reaches on the fielder's choice. And Lakin Maidment will step in. Maidment grounded out to second base, back in the second inning. Grounded foul. Wind has quieted down a little bit. You might see the flag out there just beyond the left field corner. It's like a light breeze blowing right to left. Runner goes, throw down. It's a good throw, but it was on the third base side of the bag, and Hilger's in with the stolen base. So the Blackhawks have a runner in scoring position, bottom of the third. 1-1 count to Lakin Maidment. Maidment takes a strike from Fitch. One ball, two strikes, one out. Grounded fouled on the first base line. Count remains 1-2. Grounded up the middle. What a play by Johnson. The throw not in time. Another infield hit by the Blackhawks. They've got runners at the corners. One out. Isabel Rubenzer will step in. She singled, then later scored in that second inning. It was a 3-run second for the Blackhawks. One down here in the third with Bloomer batting. Fitch has the sign. Throw goes down. They've got the runner at second. The runner from third will score, Hilger, so the double steal. Gets a run across for the Blackhawks. Maidment caught stealing. 2-4 on that putout. A real nice throw from the catcher, Emma Westrate. So the score is now 5-4. Timeout call to reposition our base umpire. The veteran crew here. Larry Osman behind the plate. John Sumner coaching the bases. One strike to Rubenzer. Takes that one on the corner. 0-2 is the count. Rubenzer fights that one off and sends it foul. Good piece of hitting. on that inside pitch. Got enough of it, but pulled it foul. 0-2 the count. 2 down, 1 run in for Bloomer this inning. There's a strike 3 call. Nice pitch on the outside corner by Jenna Fitch. Bloomer does pick up a run, and after 3, your score is Fall Creek 5, Bloomer 4. Back with more on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Top of the 4th inning here in Bloomer. Fall Creek leading 5-4 and coming to bat top of 4. We'll send up 7, 8, 9 in the batting order. Larissa Johnson, Emma Westrate, Avery Barca. Johnson back in the 2nd. Reached on a walk, came around to score. Takes that one upside from the pitcher Lakin Byer. Little roller, gloved by Byer, throw across in time. 1 down here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up Emma Westrate. She's singled back in the 2nd inning. Byer delivers a strike. It's 0-1.
Go, Dan.
Little roller left side. Keller has it. The throw in time. So 2 outs here, top of 4. And second baseman Avery Barca will step in for the Crickets. Looking to keep this inning going. She struck out to end the 2nd. Byer delivers low, looking for first 1-2-3 inning with her in the circle. It would be the first 1-2-3 inning of this game. 1-0 pitch. One hopper, and Larry Osman took that one for the team. 2-0 count now to Barca with 2 down, 4th inning. Right back up the middle. Tough play. Hilger with the throw across to Zwiefelhofer just in time to get the speedy Avery Barca. Crickets go down 1-2-3 in their half of the 4th. Bloomer coming to bat, bottom 4 when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
Bloomer coming to bat, bottom four. Blackhawks trailing Fall Creek 5-4 in this Western Cloverbelt clash. We're happy to be bringing you this afternoon on Zaleski Sports. 7-8-9 in the Blackhawks order now. Rihanna Keller to lead it off. She doubled, knocked in a run back in the second. Later came around to score. Grounded to third. Tum has it. Throw across in time. One pitch, one out. Avery Sieg now will step in for the Blackhawks. She also doubled in a run in that second inning when the Blackhawks scored 3 times to take a lead. They trail now, though, 5-4. Pitch from Jenna Fitch is in the dirt. 1-0 the count on Sieg. Batting from the left side. Outfield shaded a bit toward the right. Another off-speed pitch in the dirt. Sieg ahead in the count 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Sieg takes that one for a strike. It's 2-1. Both pitchers have been around the plate today and are working quickly. Lifted right side. Grulke battling the sun makes the catch. So 2 down here in the 4th inning for the Blackhawks. They'll send in Lakin Byer to the plate. Byer, the pitcher, struck out looking in the second. Right side and caught by the first baseman, Grulke. A 1-2-3 inning for the Crickets. They will come to bat when we return. Top of 5 on Zaleski Sports.
For your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire.
We move to the top of the 5th inning, and Fall Creek will send up the top of the order. Kennedy Tum, Becky Hutchison, Kennedy Grulke, the scheduled hitters, against the right-handed pitcher for Bloomer, Lakin Byer. Crickets holding a 5-4 lead. Coming in unbeaten on the season, 8-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Bloomer 4-3 overall, 1-0 in the Western Cloverbelt. Tum takes a strike. She's been on base twice. Singled and scored in the first, walked and scored in the third. She also has a pair of stolen bases. Doing her job as a leadoff hitter, getting on base and using her speed. Takes that one low, count 1-1. Top 3 hitters in this Crickets lineup have produced a total of 4 runs. They've got who they want at the the plate here as they look to stretch this lead. That one missed low. Count is 2-1 now to Tum. Two balls, one strike. Up the middle, base hit. Past a diving Kenna Hilger. That'll bring up Becky Hutchison. Walked back in the first inning. Also walked in the third. She also stole a base and came around to score. Left-handed hitting Hutchison, batting with the runner on here in the fifth, and her team leading 5-4. See what the Crickets have cooked up here. Drops down the bunt and kills it right in front of the base. And no throw from Avery Sieg, the catcher. So it's a bunt single for Hutchison. Crickets have 2 on. And Kennedy Grulke at the plate. Grounded out in the first. Singled in a run in the third, and then later came around to score. Blackhawks will bring the corner infielders in. Looking for a ground ball here. We'll see what head coach Brad Saransky has planned here. That one low. Nice work behind the plate by Avery Sieg to keep that one from getting to the basket. 1-0 the count on Grulke. Squared, pulled back. Everybody hustles back to their respective base. It's 2-0 now to Grulke. Two balls, no strikes. Grulke takes that one for a strike. Crickets batting in their half of the fifth inning. Leading by a score of 5-4, but looking for more. 2-1 pitch. Drops down the bunt. Fielded by Keller. The throw! It's low. Grulke reaches, and the bases are loaded. Sophie Johnson coming to the plate, still looking for her first hit of this game. She fouled out to the catcher in the first. 0 for 1 officially. She laid down a sacrifice bunt in the third. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the fifth. Takes that one just low. One-0 pitch, misses high, it's 2-0. Just a little bit of a breeze blowing right to left here at this athletic complex just north of downtown Bloomer. 2 balls, no strikes. Lifted foul. Again, if you're just joining us, this is a game originally scheduled to be playing in Fall Creek, but their complex got a lot more snow than this one on Sunday, so decision was made to move it here. Driven to right, caught out there by Maidment. Here's a play at the plate, out! And the trail runner is able to move up. So Kennedy Tum thrown out at home, so it's a double play for the Blackhawks. So good play out there by Lakin Maidment in right. And I think Bloomer would certainly trade those runners moving up for those 2 outs. Now Lena Raffensperger looking for her first hit. Lifts it to right center. Going over is the center fielder, Gentleman. She can't make the play. Throw comes in, and Hutchison is able to score.
One we got.
So Raffensperger making good contact. Able to get that one out there. So Aubrey Tarnowski will move into play left field. Now it's Lexi Gustafson at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, takes a strike. Two down, 1 strike. Make it an 0-2 count to Gustafson, who's 0 for 2, struck out in the second, bounced out to third in the third. Got 2 runners out there, though. Grulke at third, Raffensperger at second. Here's a little roller fielded by Byer. The throw in time. Crickets pick up a run. They now lead at 6-4. We move to the bottom of the 5th with Bloomer coming to bat on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Bloomer coming to bat, bottom 5. Trailing by a score of 6-4, and we're going to have a pitching change for the Fall Creek Crickets. Grace Harem, number 4, a left-hander, now on to pitch for Fall Creek. Fitch work in the first 4 innings, and all in all did a good job. Bloomer sends up the top of the order. Tori Jenneman, Carly Rada, Delaney Zwiefelhofer against the lefty. So Fall Creek going with a little different look here. Third time through the order. Rip to center, and it's over the head of Raffensperger. Jenneman on her way to second, and she's in with a stand-up double. So first pitch swinging, Tori Jenneman against the reliever Grace Harem, and Jenneman just ripped that one to center. Raffensperger, that ball got on her in a hurry. Made a leap but couldn't pull it in. Now Carly Rada, 0 for 2, takes one upstairs. Back and forth game. A lot like we would have expected between these two teams at start of the day in a tie for first place, Western Clover Belt. Rada follows that bunt attempt, and it's 1-1. Ball and a strike to Rada. Facing the lefty, Grace Harem. Two and one now the count. 2-1 pitch. Pulls back, takes a strike. Count 2-2 now to Carly Rada. Fouled at the plate. Count remains 2-2. Bloomer batting, trailing by 2 here in the home half of the 5th inning. Strike 3 called. Grace Harem strikes out Rada for the first out here in the 5th. Now designated player Delaney Zwiefelhofer coming to the plate. She's been on base twice, pair of singles. Lifted to shallow left, and that's going to drop. Another base hit for Zwiefelhofer. She's 3 for 3. Gentleman, the runner at second, could not advance. But that ball landed right between the shortstop, Sophie Johnson, and the left fielder, Becky Hutchison. So now Kenna Hilger will step in. Hilger reached on a fielder's choice. Last time up, driven to center, and that's over the head of Raffensperger. Gentleman around third. She will score. RBI for Kenna Hilger. Held to a long single, but pulls her team closer. It's now 6-5. We have a courtesy runner out there at second. I'll get you that number. I believe that's Lily Pahula. So now Lakin Maidman at the plate. Harem delivers a strike. Bouncing ball left side. The throw to first is in time. Well, Johnson took a look at third, could have had a play there, and now they're going to rule a double play. Ruled a double play. The Crickets get out of the inning. Blackhawks pick up a run, but Fall Creek still leads this one by a score of 6-5. We move to the 6th inning right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Fall Creek Crickets leading this one 6-5 as they bat top of the 6th inning. Crickets will have 7, 8, 9 coming to the plate. Scheduled hitters Larissa Johnson, Emma Westrate, Avery Barca to face the right-hander Lakin Byer, the freshman who's pitched pretty well, kept her team in this one against a tough-hitting lineup from Fall Creek. Johnson takes that one upstairs, 1-0. Byer delivers low and away, 2-0. The count now to Larissa Johnson. walked and later scored in the second. Bounced out to Byer, the pitcher, in the fourth. Had a notion but held up, and she's ahead in the count, 3-0. Crickets looking for base runners, trying to get the order back to the top, which is those first three hitters have done the majority of the damage here today. And Johnson works a 4-pitch walk. Crickets have their leadoff runner on here in the sixth. Catcher Emma Westrate steps in. Singled in the second, bounced out to third in the fourth. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball. Westrate takes a strike from Byer. Count is 1-1. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of 6. Fall Creek 6. Bloomer 5. Westrate takes that one outside. Count now 2-1.
Like you can, 10.
Westrate taking ball 3. Count 3-1 now. Byer, the pitcher, looking for a ground ball here or a strikeout. Blackhawks would love to keep the Crickets right where they are on the scoreboard. Westrate takes one low, ball 4, so back-to-back walks to start the top of the sixth inning for the Crickets. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound. Blackhawks head coach Keith Boyer is going to have a word with his team, setting up some defensive strategies. So a lot in play here with the number 9 hitter Avery Barca coming up. She's 0 for 2, so I think we could look ahead for a bunt. Or maybe you could have a double steal here. My guess is you'd probably be looking to bunt with Barca, number 9 hitter. Oftentimes in softball, it's like a second leadoff hitter. Someone who's good with the bat, contact hitter, but somebody who can get the bunt down when called upon. First and second, nobody out. Top of the sixth. Fall Creek batting and leading 6-5 here in Bloomer. Pulled back, and it's 1-0. Seven balls and 1 strike delivered by Lakin Byer in this sixth inning. Delivers a strike there. 6 walks in this game issued by Byer. 2 of them coming in this inning. Ball and a strike to Barca.
That's what I thought he said.
Barca shows bunt, pulls back. Ahead in the count 2-1. Well, if you're Byer, you want to get the out right here. You don't want to have bases loaded, nobody out, and that tough top of the order coming up for the Crickets. There's the bunt. Throw it up first in time. Barca gets the job done. 2-3 on the sacrifice. Runners move up 60 feet. Larissa Johnson now at third, Emma Westrate at second. And the Blackhawks are going to issue the intentional pass to Kennedy Tum to load the bases with one out. Looking to get that double play. Now Brad Saransky having a word with home plate umpire Larry Osman. Correction, Paul Osman, I'm sorry. Paul and Larry are brothers. They both do some umpiring. So now a pinch hitter. Carly Harriman will pinch hit for Hutchison. Batting with the bases loaded. Takes a strike.
Nice seeing it. Nice seeing it. Let's go.
One down here, sixth inning. Harriman takes that one in the dirt, and a nice pick by the catcher Avery Sieg, keeping that one from going to the backstop. Fouled straight back. Harriman down in the count, 1-2.
Nobody better, 9. Nobody better. Here we go.
Carly Harriman, a senior, batting at a big spot here, coming in off the bench. Bases loaded. Her team leads 6-5. We're in the top of the sixth. Byer missing upstairs. Count is 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Harriman takes strike three called. Off-speed pitch right on the corner. And now Kennedy Grulke comes to the plate. Bases remain loaded, but now two outs. Grulke is hit the ball hard all three times she's been to the plate. Bounced out to short in the first, singled in the third, knocked in a run there, reached on an error in the fifth. Little roller, but that hit Grulke while she was in the box. 0-1 now the count. Crickets looking for a big inning here. Blackhawks want to shut this thing down right now. Pitch just missed low from Byer. It's 1-1 now to Grulke. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Little roller. Keller throws home, and they get the runner. Crickets threaten, they do not score. We move to the bottom of the sixth inning. Fall Creek 6, Bloomer 5. We're back in just a bit on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties, and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Bloomer coming to bat, bottom 6, trailing Fall Creek 6-5 in this Western Cloverbelt clash between two of the 3 teams that start the day unbeaten in conference play. The third team that is unbeaten in conference, the 1-0 McDonald Central Max, they're playing at the same complex in Bloomer and taking on Stanley Boyd. A game that was scheduled for Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, but that facility not quite ready after the snow on Sunday, so they're playing at one of the other fields up here. Rubenzer, Keller, Sieg, the scheduled hitters for Bloomer against the lefty reliever Grace Harem, who's ahead in the count 0-1. Rubenzer singled and scored in the second, struck out looking in the third, both times against the right-handed starter Jenna Fitch. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Isabel Rubenzer on with a solid single to center. That's going to bring up Rihanna Keller. RBI double in the second, bounced out to third in the fourth. So it's been the bottom half of the order that's done most of the damage for Bloomer today. Keller takes a strike. Here's a little line drive to the left, and that drops. Back-to-back singles to begin the bottom of the 6th inning for the Blackhawks. Rubenzer moves to second, Keller on first, and that brings up Avery Sieg, who had an RBI double in the second, later came around to score. Also popped out in the foul ground to first baseman Grulke in her last at-bat. Lefty-lefty matchup here, and Sieg takes a ball from Grace Harem. Hard hit ball, gloved by the second baseman Barca, and they get the out at first. Wow, what a play by Barca. Runners do advance. Rubenzer to third, Keller to second. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for the pitcher Lakin Byer. Addison Pekka. Pekka, a sophomore. And now time called by Brad Saransky, as the Crickets will talk a little strategy here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Crickets lead this one by a score of 6-5, but Blackhawks have the go-ahead run. Standing at second base, they've got the tying run over at third. Conference is over. Crickets have their strategy. Addison Pekka, big opportunity for her. Facing the lefty Grace Harem. One down here, bottom of the 6th. Pekka takes a strike right on the corner at the knees. Good pitch from Grace Harem. Pekka gets a piece, but sends it foul. She's behind in the count, 0-2. So both of these coaches here in the 6th inning going to some pinch hitters and clutch situations. Great opportunity here for the Blackhawks. They trail 6-5. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Harum paints the corner. Records the second out. Now back to the top. And Torrey Gentleman, who has hit the ball hard all 3 times, grounded to short in the first, doubled in the second, doubled again in the 5th. Came around to score, and as we say that, it's going to be an intentional walk issued. So that'll load him up and bring up Carly Rada. Rada 0 for 3. So Brad Saransky, Fall Creek head coach, playing the percentages. We'll see what Rada can do here at the plate. Chance to tie the game or give her team the lead. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Crickets a strike away from getting out of this jam. Carly Rada at the plate, trying to get bat on ball. Grounded up the middle, flip to second, in time. Avery Barca the flip to Sophie Johnson. Blackhawks leave them loaded. We move to the 7th inning with Fall Creek leading Bloomer 6-5 on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
We've had a great ball game this afternoon here in Bloomer between the Fall Creek Crickets and the Bloomer Blackhawks. 2 teams that began the day as part of a 3-way tie for first place in the Western Clover Belt, and this one has not disappointed. Crickets holding on to a 6-5 lead as we move to the 7th inning. And in the top of this 7th inning, Fall Creek will send up Sophie Johnson, Elena Raffensperger, and Lexi Gustafson to face the right-hander Lakin Beyer, who is battled all game long and, again, kept her team in the ball game. Sophie Johnson 0 for 3 so far. Actually, check that, 0 for 2. She put down a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning, an inning where the Crickets scored 3 times. Fall Creek came into this game 8-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play. Bloomer 4-3, 1-0 in the conference. Lakin Beyer delivers ball 1. Fouled off at the plate. Count is 1-1 to Johnson. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of 7. Crickets leading by a run. Johnson takes that one inside. It's 2-1.
Keep the head in there. See it.
Johnson holds up there. It's 3-1.
Anyway, Soap, anyway.
Byer delivers. Roller to third. Keller's got it. Throw across in time. Johnson grounds out 5-3. That's going to bring up Elena Raffensperger. 0 for 2 officially. Reached on a sacrifice, or put down a sacrifice as part of that 3-run third inning. That one lifted to right, and that one's going to be in the gap. Gentleman the dive. Not able to come up with that one. Elena Raffensperger, who reached on an error in the 5th inning. A one-out double here in the 7th. It was a heck of an effort out there by Tori Gentleman in center, but couldn't quite catch up to that one. Now Lexi Gustafson, 0 for 3, looking to bring this runner across. Outfielders shading toward the left side for the lefty Gustafson. And that pitch gets away, the runner will move up. So Raffensperger moves up to third on the wild pitch. Gustafson batting ahead in the count, 1-0. Takes that one up and in. It's 2-0. Crickets leading by a run. Looking for some insurance here. Top of 7. This one's been close all the way through. Count now 2-1 to Gustafson. Looking for a slap hit there.
Go one. Go one, we see it, girl.
2 balls and a strike. One down here, top of 7. There's the bunt. Play at the plate, not in time. RBI sacrifice bunt by Lexi Gustafson to get the run in.
Nice easy swing here too.
So Fall Creek with the insurance run to now lead it by a score of 7-5. Larissa Johnson, the scheduled hitter. And we're going to get a courtesy runner. That'll be number 13, Kendall Asmussen. Johnson walked and scored in the 2nd. Takes a ball here from Lakin Byer. One run already in for the Crickets. As they extend that lead, it's now 7-5. Yeah, that one just missed low, 2-0. Johnson takes that one wide of the plate. 3-0 now the count. Lakin Byer trying to battle out of another jam here. One run already across. She takes that one inside. One out walk puts runners at first and second. Now Emma Westrate Singled in the second. Grounded out in the fourth inning and then walked in the sixth.
Go 10.
Westray takes a strike in the outside corner. Little roller right side, fielded by Zwiefelhofer. They get the out at first. Runners move up 60 feet. Gustafson, check that, the courtesy runner Asmussen moves up to third. Larissa Johnson now at second. 2 down. Top of the seventh, Avery Barca looking to knock in some insurance runs here for the Crickets. That one gets away. Play at the plate. And Kendall Asmussen slides in safely. Another insurance run for the Crickets, who now lead at 8-5. Larissa Johnson moves up to third. And Keith Boyer is going to make a change here in the seventh inning with 2 down. He's going to get the ball from Lake and Beyer. And Isabel Rubenzer will, or check that, Aubrey Tarnowski, who was in left field, replacing Rubenzer. So Beyer will move out to left field. So the new pitcher.
Yeah, you can go back over there.
New pitcher is going to be number 21, Delaney Zwiefelhofer. Crickets with 2 runs in, 2 big insurance runs for Fall Creek. Looking to stay unbeaten on the season. Came in 8-0 overall, 2-0 in the Western Clover Belt. So Delaney Zwiefelhofer now in the circle for Bloomer. Avery Barca at the plate. She's batting with a 1-0 count, is Barca. Line to right center, and that's down. Play at second. Barca is safe. RBI double, Avery Barca.
Good job, Aves.
Bringing home another insurance run. 3 already across for the Crickets. Back to the top of the order, and Kennedy Tum. Well, Crickets have done a good job placing the ball, and once again, Tori Jenham, the center fielder, full extension to try to make a diving catch. Just missed. Kennedy Tum takes a strike from Delaney Zwiefelhofer. Tum, 2 singles and 2 walks.
Wait on it, Aves. Wait on it.
Looking to knock home another run here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Actually a foul tip at the plate. The count is 0-2 to Tum. Zwiefelhofer looking to work out of this one. Lifted in the air to center. Gentleman under it and makes the catch. But a big inning for the Crickets. They score 3 times. And we move to the bottom of the 7th with Fall Creek on top by a score of 9-5. You are watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Bloomer coming to bat, trailing Fall Creek 9-5. The Crickets, 3 big insurance runs in the top half of this inning. Scheduled hitters for Bloomer: Delaney Zwiefelhofer, Kenna Hilger, Lakin Maidman. 3, 4, 5 in the order. Looking to either win it here or send it to extra innings, but going to have to do it one batter at a time, trailing 9-5. Hard hit ball left side, and Zwiefelhofer leadoff single against the lefty Grace Harem, who's been on in relief these last couple innings. So a courtesy runner now for the Blackhawks. And once again, it's going to be Brooklyn Sarauer. So now Kenna Hilger hitting to a fielder's choice. Her first time's up. Singled and drove in a run in the 5th. Takes that one low. Now we got the runner hung up, but she's going to make her way down to second base. Does Brooklyn Sarauer. So runner at second, nobody outs. Bottom 7. Bloomer trailing 9-5. Fall Creek not too concerned with the base runner. They're just looking for outs. 1-1 now, the count to Hilger. It's a part of the order you want up if you're Bloomer. Hilger takes that off-speed pitch up high. It's 2-1. Ground ball, fielded by Johnson. Throw across, close play. They got her at first. So 1 down here in the 7th inning. Lakin Maidment coming to the plate. 1 for 3 in this game. Brooklyn Sarauer is the runner at second. Crickets 2 outs away. Line to right. And that's going to get to the fence. Here comes Sarauer. And it's an RBI double for Lakin Maidment. Maidment just ripping that one to right. Larissa Johnson was over her head. And a tough play out there. You're fighting the sun. So now Isabel Rubenzer coming to the plate. 2 for 3 is Rubenzer. Lifted foul. again, if you're Fall Creek, you're not overly concerned with Maidman out there at second because you've got a 3-run lead. You want to focus on the batter and just get outs. Bloomer, of course, just wants to keep the line moving. On the infield, and Rubenzer's going to beat that one out, an infield single. Brad Soransky wanted an appeal on that one, saying that the base runner interfered with the shortstop, Sophie Johnson. So now Soransky's going to chat with John Sumner. As it stands, we've got one out here in the 7th. Runners at the corners. 1 run already in for Bloomer to make the score 9-6. And Rihanna Keller, the scheduled hitter for the Blackhawks. So the play stands. And again, we got runners at the corners. And now the tying run at the plate in Rihanna Keller. Fall Creek setting its defense. Corner infielders back.
Go for it.
Harem's got the sign. Little roller. You're going to go to first for the out. And they get Keller for the second out. Maidment comes in to score. Rubenzer moves to second. Score now 9-7. Tying run at the plate. And catcher Avery Sieg comes to the plate. 2 down, bottom 7. Tying run at the plate. Sieg, a line drive, fair ball to right. That's going to get to the fence. Rubenzer scores. Sieg rounds second and gets back. Well, Bloomer not quite done. Avery Sieg delivers a double, an RBI double. Scheduled hitter is Laken Byer, who started this game in the circle. She was lifted for a pinch hitter last inning, and Addison Becca came to the plate. A 1-run game. Each team scoring 3 times in their half of the 7th. Blackhawks looking to keep this thing going and get back to the top of the order. Byer takes a strike from Grace Harem. That one called strike. Blackhawks down to their final strike. Byer stays alive. We've got drama here in Bloomer in this afternoon. 2 good teams putting on a show here. No balls, 2 strikes. Byer hanging tough. Harem trying to get her to chase upstairs. We'll see what she does here. 0-2. Will she bring the heat or go off speed? Well, she'll step off and have Emma Westrate go through the signs again, and Westrate checking into the dugout to see what Coach Soransky wants to do. 0-2 pitch. Bounce right back to the pitcher. Harem has it, throws to first, and this one is over. Great game between two fine teams, but the Crickets hang on, and they win it by a score of 9-8 over the Bloomer Blackhawks. With the win, Fall Creek improves to 9-0 overall, 3-0 in the conference. The Blackhawks drop to 4-4 overall, 1-1 in Western Clover Belt Conference play. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or online, NasonvilleDairy.com. Fall Creek beating Bloomer by a score of 9-8. Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
I think, yeah, here's good. All right, welcome back on Zaleski Sports. It is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show, joined here by pitcher Grace Harem. You come into this game as a reliever. What's kind of the thought process coming in after Jenna started the game for you guys? And it's a fairly close game.
Really just keep the ball on the corners, hopefully get like a lot of grounders and work the rise ball a lot to just like make them chase.
You're sitting in the dugout and you watch your team put up 3 runs in the top of the 7th. They give yourself a little cushion, and then they come out and start hitting the ball hard, and they've got tying run at the plate a couple times. Take me through that part of the inning and what you're trying to accomplish.
I was really just trying to focus on like myself and what I could do to like control the controllables, and really just like I knew the defense was behind me and I knew they would do their job, so I definitely was just focusing on what I could do to help our team.
You guys are now 9-0 overall. Were you expecting to start like with the win streak like the one you're putting together?
I think since last year we definitely have held our team really strong, and I think we've upheld what we were doing last year. So I definitely expected it, but I don't think I expected it going this well.
We don't want to hold you up too long because you still have a JV game left, don't you? What are you going to be doing in the JV game?
Hitting and playing first base.
All right, so you don't have to pitch. So
yeah.
There you go. Well, Grace Aram, congratulations to you and the Crickets. Outstanding start. And with the win, you're also 3-0 in the Western Clover Bowl. That's got to feel good, too.
Yeah, thank you. All
right, Grace Harum and the Crickets are now 9-0 on the season. We are looking for head coach Brad Saransky, and he's still there. Grace, would you like to go get him, please? Yeah, we're waiting the JV game here in Bloomer. And it's a game. Oh, Patrick Hammond, former Eau Claire North coach, would be the umpire in one of our games. If we ever needed to kill a couple hours, we'd bring Coach Hammond in to chat with us. we are live, Pat. Just FYI. I just said if we needed to kill a couple hours, we'd bring Coach Hammond on.
Without question, yes.
Yeah. Well, Brad Saransky, your team is 9-0. Did you expect to start like this?
Well, Bloomer's got a really good team, and we just fought and clawed against them. It was a great game, back and forth. They made plays, we made plays, so I'm just proud of the effort that the girls did. We've been just trying to get better each game that we play, and the kids really are working hard and improving, and it was a nice night for us.
You got a good start from Jenna, but you made the pitching stage. You brought Grace in, so you're going lefty to replace a righty. Was that part of the thought process, or did you expect that you're going to throw both pitchers today?
We've done that a little bit. It kind of depends on where we're at and how things are going, but overall, both of them are very capable pitchers at the varsity level, so we have the luxury of having multiple pitchers, so we use what we can.
What was the message to your team after?
I was just proud of their effort, and they made some plays, we made some plays, and we just found a way to win. And I'm just impressed with the heart and the desire of our kids just to keep battling. And they did 7 strong innings, and we were able to get one more run.
All right, Brad Saransky, Fall Creek head coach. Go enjoy this one.
Thank you.
All right, so that's going to do it from Bloomer. Once again, your final score, Fall Creek 9, Bloomer 8. You have been watching Zaleski Sports, so glad you could join us and keep it tuned on Zaleski Sports, ZaleskiSports.com. We'll have many games from around the Eau Claire area this spring, both baseball and softball. For producer Gabby Anderson, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good afternoon from Bloomer.